So, how I'm about to start doing team calls is instead of doing like something super businessy and yeah, super businessy every week, I'm going to like split it up. So, like the first week of every month is going to be like or goal driven, mindset driven. The next week is going to be I'm going to choose someone else on the team to host team call. So it gives really like a lot of people an opportunity to continue to jump out of their comfort zone because I know how out of comfort zone this is when you first come into this business, but like this is the reason why I am so confident on calls is because my mentor pushed me to do this. And so the only way to get better at stuff like this, oh, hold on, I need to, okay, more people think that the only way to get better at calls is to just do it over and over and over and over again. I can't even tell you how many calls I've done, like so many over the years. And every time I do them, like I don't even sweat anymore. Like I used to sweat through my shirt, guys, and that doesn't happen anymore. So yeah. And then the third week, I'm going to do like either a business topic, probably like a business topic, and then the fourth week is going to be like a Q&A, chit chat, catch up type of deal. So just prepare for like team calls to start being in that order, but I think it's going to be like really healthy and exciting to switch it up each week because I know like how it feels to just have business thrown at you all the time, and sometimes we need a break from that to thrive even more. So all right, now what I want to say with these goals that I put up here is you don't have to choose. I honestly don't even recommend that you choose every single one of these goals, but if you can just take at least one goal, one or two goals from each of these, it could really freaking serve you. So, as we should all be setting monthly goals, um, make sure that you have two for each, like I said. So, let's start with business. Make this month where you make this the month that you make it happen. I know we're not in July yet, just a few days out though. Success doesn't choose people, success comes to those who work for it. A lot of people believe that there's just certain people who were like magically success came to them. They were born that way. Da 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 da. It's like no, like they legit worked for it, and you'll never understand that until you work hard enough for something that you've always wanted and you finally accomplish it, and then you have it in your life, and you're like, wow, like success really doesn't choose people. So the first one is I do recommend that this is one of your business goals every single month. What success club number are you aiming for? Slash number of recruits you would love, and not the number you know that you can reach, because the number that you know that you can reach, that's aiming way too low. And it also doesn't need to be like a scary number. Like I'm not saying like shoot for like Success Club 40. I mean, you can, like, hell yeah, let's go. But you know what I'm saying? Like if you're saying I just want to walk in Success Club 6 or Success Club 6, that's like the bare minimum. Aim for like two steps higher than that. Why? Because like I know that you can get there. And when you're reaching for the bare minimum, you're probably going to fall a little bit below that. And that's the reality. How do you need slash want to show up? So maybe this month you really just kind of were just like winging it, right? Like kind of going through the motions with your business. How can you show up differently in July? Like how do you want to show up? Show up as that. Like stop hiding yourself, stop hiding your voice, stop hiding who you are, and show up how you want to show up without giving a flying F about what other people may say or think. I just got off a one-on-one call with Alyssa because she's been showing up very consistent for the first time ever. And I was like, what changed, And she said, I just stopped like caring like about what other people thought. She said before, like when I would go to story, I would like, like delete it or not do it at all because I was so like worried about what someone would say, or someone would think I was too much, or someone like would ghost me, or whatever the case was. So when you release that, like a lot can happen. Who is killing it on your team that you are going to help get to the next level in their business? Because if you have a working coach on your team, you are so blessed. and you are so lucky, and you need to be working close with her, period. She cannot do it on her own. And, you know, when you bring someone into this business that is like, has these big goals, is showing up very consistently, work close with them. Like, you want a team, then you need to work close with that person, meaning like checking in with them, being there, complimenting them, watching their stories, watching their posts. I see a lot of mentors not doing that to their people, and it's just not fair. And so you need to be there for them. Next is weekly/monthly financial goal. So setting this goal is going to be really exciting too. So like, what's a number in your head that you can be like, dang, like, you know, whether it's like, it could be like $200, $300, $400, like, what is going to make this business worth it for you, right? Like a weekly income that you feel like you can make happen right now in this business that could also really, really help you. And write that number down. And also a monthly goal. And then next, give yourself alone time to brainstorm ideas that you can start implementing now. Now. Not next month, not next week, like literally now. Start jotting it down, start jotting ideas down. Something I talked about in my story yesterday, I was like, this business allows us to create our life by design. Like, as soon as I have an idea, I implement it. As soon as I want to say something, I implement it. It's in the notes of my phone. It's jotted down on a piece of paper. I'm not waiting around. Like, time is now, and time is not stopping. So put it into action. Literally dream it, plan it, do it. I know that's so cheesy. I know that's like such an old saying, but it's facts. It's facts. Some of the cheesiest, like, success and motivational quotes are literally just straight facts. All right. I have a lot for mindset. So, like I said, you don't have to choose all of these. These are just ideas that I had for you. Start a new fulfilling routine. Are you fulfilled with your current routine? Does it make you want to jump out of bed in the morning? I know, I know that's like, how could any routine help me jump out of bed in the morning? But no, like, it's actually true. Like, it could honestly, like, I've had books before where I'm so excited to just jump out of bed in the morning to read my book. What can you add in to spice up your morning routine to make it more exciting to get out of bed? Because if you don't have something to look forward to, it's going to be really freaking hard to be like a 6 a.m. girly that you want to be and stay consistent with it, or whatever the case is. Set social media hours/boundaries so that you can get laser focused with your business. Stop watching so many people's stories if you have not moved your business forward. That should be like a non-negotiable in your business. Honestly. It took me a while, but then once I was like, you know what, this is like a real business and I'm going to take this serious, I set business hours, and I would start like putting it in my posts too. Like at the end on my invites, I would say, you know, my business hours are from like 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And people respected that. People started respecting that. My team started respecting that. And it feels really professional too. And it feels professional to other people too. And there's a lot of respect in that I found. And also, if you want to stay in this business long term, you have to do something like this. You just have to. Start a new book if you need to. Listen to a business podcast/training once a week. I say once a week because that's just me. But like, if you feel like you have the mental capacity to listen to like 3 business trainings a week, freaking go for it, girl. But like, for me personally, I like to listen to one, because when I listen to a podcast, I have like a full page of notes. I have a team call idea. I have post ideas. I have story ideas. So like, I go all out with it. So do an AM or PM brain dump so you can clear your mind. This is something I've been adding in to my goals, specifically in the AM. So in the morning, I feel like my brain immediately starts firing up with all these ideas. What do I got to do today, to move my business forward, to help someone, to add value? And like, anything that's like adding up in my brain, I write it all out. And then I start like reading and fueling my brain and pouring into myself. Because what was happening before is I was reading my book. I would say this like lasted for a week until I started taking action. Like, okay, this can't happen anymore. It was causing me to like not be able to like focus on like what I was reading, my affirmations and stuff like that, because I had so much going on in my brain. Seek therapy. I put this on here for a reason. If you feel like, because I know that like if you're going through a lot, personal development might not help that. Some of us are going through way too much in our life that like a book isn't going to heal. And if you know, you fucking know. And that's why I put that there. So some, you know, like this is something that I would really love to get into also is therapy. And you have to remember something in this business that your mentor is not a therapist. She is a business mentor. And so, of course, you can be close with your mentor and share things here and there, but it is a lot to take on other people's personal responsibilities. And so I just have to say that, you know what, coming from experience, I've had tons of people and it's draining. It's draining to have to deal with, you know, like 5, 6 women who are telling me their life story and sending me 10 voice messages on, you know, tons of stuff. And you just need to set boundaries with that. And do whatever you got to do to get your mental state right. Get closer to your mentor so you can better succeed. And what I mean by this is exactly what I just said. Like getting close to your business mentor on a business level while also having like that good friendship too. I can really state this with mine and Raven's relationship. We've always had like a really good balance between business and like a really close friendship. And like that's really good too. Like she's my really good friend, but she also takes me really fucking serious in this business and she listens to me and she takes action on what I tell her and what I say. And I think that's like so good. Could you be nicer to yourself? Are you just like constantly saying toxic things to yourself? Are you being mean to like physically, mentally, emotionally? Get clear with that. How you would speak to your best friend or team member is how you need to be speaking to yourself. This always hits me hard. You know, like if someone came to you and was like, whatever negative story you're telling in your mind, if a friend came to you and had that exact same problem, what would you say to her? So speak those nice and kind words to yourself too. Next is nutrition goals. Could you start following a body meal plan? Trying out some new recipes from the app, because these are good things. Like I think a lot of people look over the nutrition aspect because it's so much easier just to do a workout, right? But these are great things that you can share on your social media with the nutrition, because the majority of people struggle with nutrition over exercise. So at least using the containers, okay? Like at least you utilizing something that has to do with body's nutrition, or try intuitively eating. I intuitively eat, but I also I have it such memorized on the containers and the portions with my eyeballs from doing this for 6 years that like I know portions of portions. Like I still remember the containers. I still use the containers from here and there. I know how many servings of vegetables I need a day. I need 3 to 4. I know how many fruits I need a day. I know how many carbs I need in a day. And I know that I need to add protein into every meal. And I know that I need a gallon of water a day. And that's how simple nutrition is. And that's how body is. So you got to have some sort of plan though. Be more mindful of food choices, water intake. That could be a goal. Start meal planning or prepping. I don't prep, but we do meal plan. Every Sunday, me and Chris plan out our dinners for every week or for every day. And then I always plan out what I'm going to eat for breakfast that week. So I know, and I know exactly what I'm going to be eating for lunch. It's usually leftovers, or I love to keep like frozen healthy meals in the freezer. And that's how I do it. And of course, I snack in between. And I treat myself too. So what food group do you struggle with, and how could you improve on that? AKA veggies for most of us. I know most people struggle with getting in veggies the most. So what I recommend when it comes to that is like getting on Body's Greens. I know Kenzie drinks those every morning. I need to get more of my home subscription. Such a good way. That's 1 serving of vegetables right there. And then you could add in two different frozen vegetables into your Shakeology, or a protein shake, or a daily smoothie, because you literally cannot taste them. I've even added frozen broccoli into my shake. Can't taste them. Frozen zucchini. Can't taste it. Frozen spinach. Can't taste it. And right there, you have your daily serving of veggies. And then if you add another one at dinner, like, or at lunch, that's so simple. It's just a matter of, like I said, like planning it and being very mindful. Okay. Fitness and physical goals. Just remember that working out is not a chore and you don't have to do this, you get to. What a privilege. This is a quote by me and it's something that I think about on the daily. I was sprinting up my driveway today, working out, and I was just thinking about all the people in the world that can't do that. And that is one of the biggest things that keeps me going. It's like we get so selfish in our own heads about like, I don't want to do this. I'm not motivated. I don't feel like it. I'm so tired. I blah, blah, blah. And we forget that like how privileged that we are. Not even just with fitness, with this business. We are so privileged to actually have such an amazing opportunity where we can work from anywhere, wherever our phone is, wherever we have service, and create income and inspire women all around the world. It's just unmatched. So consistency with 4 workouts or more a week. Show it. Make that a goal. If you don't share like your workouts, I'm not asking you to share like 4 to 5 different moves. Like I'm asking just like one move, just show up for it. Commit to something, a program, a body block, the fitness classes, but have a plan with what you're doing because winging it will not get you your dream body. Stop winging and stop half-assing. Just go all in. Try something new. Aim for a new non-scale victory and let people in on it. If you're starting something new, like that's a perfect opportunity to get on your story and like share with people. Like I'm aiming for this goal. I really want this non-scale victory to happen, and I want to take you guys along on this journey. If you're also looking to create a non-scale victory in your life, or if you want your pants to fit differently, or if you want to fit into like clothes you've never been able to fit in before, please let me know so I can get you signed up. We have a challenge that starts on Monday. Like done. Or go heavier in weights, challenge yourself. If you feel like you're like always going with the light weights because it's comfortable, go up, sis, go up. You'll be so surprised at how much heavier you can lift. You'll probably be shocked. Okay. You might be sore. You might be really sore, but that's okay. Growth is uncomfortable. All right. So now go take action on this. Within like the next couple days, you can even do this on July 1st. But hang your goals up on a mirror or a wall where you're reminded of what you're working towards every day in July. Because if you fail to do this, you'll be in the daily mundane of this business, and that is not fun. Setting goals and working towards them and reaching them is very fun. I would never know what I was working towards if I didn't have goals like that I was working towards. So like I just get like a basic piece of paper, and I take cute colors too. I'm not boring. I'm not going to make it boring. And just like this, I write July goals at the top in big caps. And I usually always get on my story and do a time lapse of me writing out my July goals too on my story. So I'm going to leave it in for questions and chit chat time.